Good morning. This video is for a quick wake up and stretch out the body. Great way to start the day. So we're going to get started in a kneeling position on your knees. If this hurts your knees, you can sit on your bottom with the legs crossed instead. But just go ahead and get comfortable, finding your way close to the floor. And allow the eyes to close. Bring your hands to your thighs. Loosen through the shoulders, through the arms. Allowing the shoulders to drop away from the ears, creating space on the sides of the neck. Soften the face. Let go through the jaw, and let the tongue be soft. Just letting yourself be still. And just taking a moment to acknowledge yourself, your body, how it feels to be alive inside of this body right now, in this moment. Acknowledge yourself, your mind, what thoughts are running through your mind. What is the quality of your thoughts, the state of your mind? Maybe it's busy, maybe it's still sleepy. Acknowledge yourself, your spirit, your heart, your soul. That intention behind everything you say, you do, you feel. The intention behind all of that deep within you, that space, that spark. Acknowledge yourself. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Spread the fingers wide and really just feel the surface of your skin, your clothes, the warmth of that contact. And let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths together. So exhale all the air out of your lungs. Inhale through the nose and send it all the way down to the navel, allowing both hands to rise as you expand from the inside out. Fill yourself up. When you feel full, sip in through the lips like you're sucking in through a straw. Sip in some more breath. Hold the breath for a moment, completely full, slightly uncomfortable, that's okay. Hold the breath, let the energy build momentum, pulsing through the head. Exhale out the mouth, create some sound. Let it go, navel to spine, empty yourself completely. Again, deep inhale. Sip in through the lips. Hold the breath. Exhale it out. Last one. Bring your hands together to the heart space in prayer, pressing thumbs to heart, heart to thumbs. Bow your head and just take a moment with your breath. Just being open and willing to feel, to let go. Go ahead and bring your hands to the earth and stand up onto your feet. We'll move directly into our standing forward fold. Your feet are hip-width distance apart here. Keep a nice micro bend in your knees. You can bend your knees as deep as you may need to. If your legs are really tight, go ahead and grab a block or something under your hands to press your hands into. Take some stress out of the low back. If it feels okay, you can just dangle the arms or dangle the elbows, reaching for opposite elbows. Let all the muscles in your neck release, releasing the entire weight of the skull to the earth. Find your breath here. Let your belly fill up so much you feel it pressing against the thighs. And each exhale is an invitation for your head and your arms to feel heavier and drawn into the earth. As much as you're lengthening the back of the legs here, we're also lengthening the spine, the entire back body. So just let go. Let yourself be heavy and fold towards yourself. Sometimes it feels good to sway gently side to side. And just notice where the weight is on your feet. If you're dumping all the weight in the heels, just shift it forward to the toes. See if you can find that nice equal distribution using the whole foot to support you here. Release the grip you have in the hands. Bring your palms to your shins. Inhale, rise the chest up halfway, just to a flat back, reaching the crown of your head out away from the tailbone, lengthening your spine. Draw the shoulders back, tuck the navel in, strong core, protect your low back. Breathe. Keep a micro bend in your knees. Take a full inhale. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold the chest down, forward. Palms to shins, inhale, rise up halfway, flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale to hinge and fold. Use the breath, let the inhale lift the chest up and fill you up. Exhale to release and fold. Press the palms into the mat, spread your fingers nice and wide. Step back to your high plank. Just for a moment to get that proper space between hands and feet. And then lift your hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Maybe you step your toes in just a bit. Spread the fingers wide, release the entire weight of the skull. And just move here freely. Maybe you pedal out the heels gently, one at a time. Breathing deeply, breathing slowly, and link your movement to your breath. Inhale, come high on the toes. Exhale, pour one heel to the earth. Inhale, high on the toes. Exhale, opposite heel to the earth. Just moving with breath. There's no right or wrong way to move, just letting your body open a bit in the shape. Maybe you shift your hips gently side to side, waking up through the side body. Gently shake your head, yes and no. Just encouraging all the muscles in the neck to release. Let the entire weight of the skull be heavy to the earth. Breathe. We're really opening up the armpits here, imagining the armpits opening up towards the thighs, but then also gently hug the armpits towards the ears. Really protecting and stabilizing the shoulder joint as much as we're opening and lengthening it. Go ahead and find a deep bend in your knees. Nice and deep bend here. Lift your sit bones towards the sky like you have strings, pulling your sit bones to the ceiling, finding that nice length through the spine. Now maintain this length. Maybe you can straighten the legs, but if you straighten the legs and you lose that length, keep your knees bent. Really focusing, instead of on straight legs, having a nice long spine. Continue to breathe. Softening through the face, through the jaw. And just noticing where you feel tension in the body. noticing where you feel spaciousness within the body. Where does the breath fill you up? Let it release some of that tight energy that you feel within the muscles, within the joints. Spread your feet as wide as the mat, come out to the edges, and then turn your toes out about 45 degrees. Walk your hands back, bend the knees, coming into a yogi squat. Hips come low, hands come together to the heart space. If your hips are really tight, you can widen your stance, stepping one foot out a little bit more so you can get your heels to the earth. If your heels are lifted, maybe you shift your weight side to side, one heel touches at a time. You don't have to stay still here, you can wiggle and move. But most importantly, notice if your knees are collapsing inward. If you're a little bit like this, with your shoulders rounded and your knees collapsing inward, see if you can press your elbows out, let your knees energetically pull back. And then squeeze your shoulder blades together, let your collarbone be nice and broad so you lift through the top of the head, soften the shoulders, soften the face. This is a beautiful place to imagine the breath moving up and down the central channel of the body. As you inhale, just imagine the breath coming up from the tailbone, from your roots, all the way up the spine, filling you up through the top of the head. As you exhale, imagine this energy being pulled down through the top of the head, all the way down the spine, through your tailbone, out your root. And just maybe imagine the breath like a bright white light. Inhale, it draws up through the central channel of your body. Exhale, it's drawn down. Just by using your imagination, breathe and be present with the breath, with the body. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Release onto your hands and knees. Coming into our tabletop position, stack the shoulders directly over the wrists, knees over the hips, untuck toes, spread fingers wide. As you inhale, lift the tailbone high, drop the belly, lift the chin, open the heart, arch the spine, full inhale here. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone under, round the spine, press through the hands, tuck chin to chest, creating space between the shoulder blades, complete exhale. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck it under, round through the spine. And just move to your natural rhythm of breath. Letting your breath move the body. No rush to get to that end posture. Just enjoy the journey in between. Letting it flow. Notice, how does your spine feel shifting from one position to the next? And remember, there's no right or wrong way to move. If your body's asking for something else, feel free to liberate your movement. Sometimes it feels really good to move the ribcage in a whole circular rotation here. Still inhaling as you lift the chin, exhaling as you round the spine. Switching your direction if you're moving in circles. inhale, come to a flat back, neutral alignment in the spine. Bring the big toes to touch and space the knees as wide as the mat, sinking the hips back to your heels. Melt the heart space, child's pose. And let your forehead touch the earth. If you can't reach the mat, bring a block underneath your forehead. Find that contact. Soften through the shoulders. Soften through the fingertips. And as you breathe here in child's pose, really send the breath through the back of your body, imagining your rib cage on your back, expanding up, ballooning up to the sky as you fill up with breath. And as you exhale, just imagining your hips falling heavier to your heels. Gently rock your forehead side to side on the mat. Just allowing your mind to settle down here into stillness. Maybe you choose what intention you have for today. Deciding now what kind of day you are going to have. Something you'll do for yourself. Something that will help you become the best version of yourself. I'm just remembering that it always begins with the thoughts that we choose to let live in our mind. Take a full inhale here, stretching the fingers nice and long. As you exhale, walk the hands off of the mat over to the right side, staying nice and low through the chest and head. Just walk them out as far as you can, and then rest the forehead back to the earth. Here we're paying attention to our left pinky finger, really reaching that left pinky finger energetically up and out. Maybe you even stack this left hand over the back of the right. And as you reach through the fingers, allow that left sit bone to stay heavy towards the heel. Sending the breath through the left side body, let it weave through the rib cage. Let it release the oblique, the shoulder. 3 more deep belly breaths here. Last breath, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, come back to center with the hands. As you exhale, travel to the opposite side. Inhale to travel back to center. Press into the hands, spread the fingers wide. Inhale to lift the chest, come back into your tabletop position. Tuck toes, lift hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward, high plank. Exhale, lift hips, down dog. Use your whole breath. Inhale to glide forward. Exhale to lift back up. Walk your feet to your hands nice and slow, one little baby step at a time. You can bend your knees as much as you may need. 3 breaths, standing forward fold. Full Exhale. Release your palms to your shins. Inhale, rise up halfway, flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, find your way to a seat. This time, we're going to cross the legs. Maybe you bring your heels as close to the midline as you can. Maybe you cross them a little more with the knees together. Wherever feels good. Remove any flesh from beneath the sit bones. Press the palms to the thighs. And let's roll the shoulders. Inhale them up. Exhale them back and down. Inhale them forward. Scrunch them up as hard as you can. As you exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades together and let them slide down the back. Inhale. Exhale. Switch the direction. Inhale them back, up. Exhale them forward and down. Last one. And release the movement. Come into stillness here. Allowing the eyes to close. And just taking a moment to draw your awareness out of the skull and into your sit bones. Notice your left and right sit bone planting, grounding into the earth. Notice every point of contact that your body has with the earth beneath you. And just check in with how that feels in that space. And just let your weight be poured into those spaces, softening into your seat, trusting that the earth is holding you, supporting you. Soften the face, soften the jaw, the tongue, the throat. And just focus on your breath or meditate upon an intention for the next few moments. To face the sky and reach the fingers out and away. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Look up, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, turn to the left. Let the right hand come to the left knee. Left fingers plant behind the hip. Inhale, grow tall through the spine. Soften the shoulders. Exhale, gentle spinal twist, looking over to the left. Be gentle on the neck here. Each inhale, think lengthen the spine. Each exhale, twist it out gently. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, come to center, arms sweep up, look up, lengthen. Exhale, turn to the right, left palm to the right knee. Drop those right fingers behind the hip. Inhale, lift the top of the head. Exhale, wring out the spine like you're wringing out a sponge. Be gentle on your neck. No need to crank the neck here. Imagining the spinal twist moving from the navel out through the shoulders. Inhale, come back to center. Arms sweep up, look up, lengthen. Palms touch. Exhale the hands together to the heart space, pressing thumbs to heart, heart to thumbs. Take a full inhale. Open mouth, exhale, let something go. The divine light within me honors and recognizes the divine light within you. Thank you for being here. May you have a beautiful day. Namaste.